Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We have live free picks for today's action, so make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. We want you guys to be live with us. Get the best numbers from these plays that we give you here live on the show. You can do that by making sure you set those notifications. Also, by subscribing, we load tons of free picks on our channel here from the NBA, college basketball, NHL, European football, and more. So make sure you subscribe. Also, our live shows that air here from our community as well. So we do bring in some cappers from outside of our community as well. So lots of free picks for you. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, a note here of our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to some of our long-term passes. You see some of our hot performers right now, like Nick up there. Tiffany's been on absolute fire. The morning steam team, Mindy as well. You'll see Pravi doing great work. Click the links and get signed up to our long-term passes. Our feature premium plays here on the center of the page. You can see here Nick in there, Ramon with the 3-pack up there, Tiffany with some action, Mindy as well, late night. College basketball 3-pack up there for you. You'll find our best bets here in the center of the screen. We make this very user-friendly here. Also, our $15 premium pick. Each capper can designate a play from their card as a $15 premium pick. Just introduce their service to new and existing customers. And our 3-packs offer great value. And you can also take a peek here at our pick ticker. If you prefer, if you may purchase your picks a la carte on our pick ticker, we put in there team versus team information. Make note of our promo. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Just access our page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. All right, let's get this one underway. With us today here on Game Day Picks, we've got Ramon Scott and Mindy Han. All right, let's get underway here on Game Day Picks. Let's go ahead and welcome in Mindy Han. You'll find her over at Tony'sPicks.com. She's been sitting on top of these leaderboards, doing fantastic work there. So get signed up. Mindy, how's it going?
I'm doing well, seeing lots of Team Steam folks here in the chat room so far.
Yeah, great to work it there with this Team Steam. Say a shout out there to Blake, Latifa. We got Ron Hahn in there as well, and so many in our chat room. So shout out to everybody. If you haven't visited our Discord, click the link and get signed up. As the conversation continues over on our Discord, click the link on the top here of the chat room. All right, Mindy, we're going to Pac-12 at night here. Lots of late night action tonight. Washington here hosting Arizona State. ASU favorite on the road, 2.5 total, 142.5.
Exactly. And as Ramon mentioned, I don't have to get up early tomorrow, so I can stay up late, watch some of these fun games. So this one here, Arizona State versus Washington. You got Arizona State 15-5 here on the season, 3-3 on the road, and then 4-6 against the spread in their last 10. Up against Washington at home, they're 12-9 on the season. 5-8 at home, 5-5 against the spread here in the last 10. Now the Sun Devils, they have losses, or they've lost now 2 times in a row, losing to USC and UCLA. So, that's not a terrible. If you have to lose to some teams, at least they're, pretty good. Also, Washington here, they're off of, a loss, but it was to, the Colorado Buffaloes, and it was a loss in a big way, 86-61. Washington also just lost to Arizona State here within the last 5 games. So they lost here 73-65. Neither of these teams really stick out to me, statistically, they're pretty well evenly matched, but this Arizona State team has yet to lose on the road here in conference play. So to me, when you're a proven road team that's outscoring their opponents by, 7+ points, I kind of think you're definitely going to have the edge in this one, especially with, just beating them 5 games ago as well. I kind of think laying a bucket in here in this game really won't be a problem. I'm going to take Arizona State here, -2.5 today.
All right, Mindy, here on Arizona State here, laying the 2.5. Yeah, I kind of like this one as well in this game. Washington has been a team that's really struggled with since the coaching change to Mike Hopkins out from Syracuse. They can't buy him out because it was such a long contract, a huge buyout. So they had to endure some tough times. Remember those? What's it? Romar? What's his first name? Alonzo Romar, or I forgot the name of the coach prior, but he would bring in some real NBA type talent. And it's not, the team has kind of fallen since. And the one game that really stands out to me was that home game against Cal, where they needed overtime to win, and that was just a tough one to watch because they just could not get separation on this really bad Cal team, and that was at home. And of course, you mentioned, yeah, Arizona State. No shame there in those losses. But again, those wins in the Oregon schools were impressive to me.
Well, sure, right? I mean, it's one of those that, Arizona State here, they kind of, like you said, they're pretty evenly matched, but they do kind of hold a little bit of, edge in the offensive and defensive efficiencies here. Washington, they're still allowing almost like 78 points a game here over their last three in the conference as well. So when you're also allowing so many points, it's, kind of an indication that you're not really on the right page here as well. Also, during that time, they're allowing 41% from the field, 29% from three. Arizona State here, though, they only allow 38% from the field and 25% here from three also. So I do kind of think they have an edge, especially because, they're just a really good road team.
That's right. Of course, Ramon helping us out here with Lorenzo Romar. That was the name.
Oh, okay.
that was the name that stuck to me. They did really good. Again, brought in some good team, good players there, NBA talent into Washington, but now it's nowhere near the same. We got Mindy here on the plate, which is Arizona State laying 2.5 here against Washington. This one's a late night game on ESPNU. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for now. We see great results here. 2,044 units of profit. That is all documented over at Tony's Picks. Mindy's been on absolute fire tonight. Got a lot to choose from here from NBA, college hoops, and the NHL. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, so you had mentioned I do have a late night 3-pack. So, if you're kind of, looking for something in the wee hours, I got you covered there. I do have 9 plays in college basketball today. So I also have an early, tip off, like the 6 o'clock game Central Time. I do have a 5-pack available there as well. Plus, I also have a guaranteed best bet if you just want to get on one play. That's also in the late hours. You can check those packages out. Also have a 5-pack here in the NHL today. So a pretty big card there. And then one game in the NBA. So have a pretty strong, play in that one, I feel like. So you can go ahead and pick that one up. That is my guaranteed best bet of the day for only $15. So you can go ahead and get that. Also, like Tony had mentioned, been, firing pretty well here over the last week, over the last month, pretty good over this, start of 2023. So you might as well go ahead and get something a little bit longer term there as well. So, get the bigger bang for your buck, if you go ahead and get something longer term, you're paying less, per play that way, other than just catching a random 3-spot or 5-spot, on a Thursday night. So yeah, check out what I have available and definitely use the promo code TonyT at checkout. That's exclusive only for our YouTube viewers.
So I use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. Of course, follow the link in the description below to get to Mindy's handicapper page. Of course, that will get you right here to Mindy's page when you find it there on the All Cappers tab. Mindy in action, as she mentioned to you earlier, here with that 3-pack here of college hoops. Also in action with a 5-pack here with college basketball. In NHL, 5-pack on today's big NHL board, as well as a best bet from the NBA and a best bet from college hoops. So 5 packages up there for Mitch. Instead of buying all these individually, why not you go ahead and get on the longer term pass from Mindy? You can go on board here with a 7-day pass if you want to try out all of Mindy's premium plays for 7 days. Includes all her NBA, college basketball, NHL. Of course, we got the NFL playoffs here on Sunday with the championship games on Sunday. So a good time to get on board with that 7-day pass. And remember that promo code TonyT at checkout will save you 20% off. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, then you will land right on Mindy's page, and that's where you'll be able to get those long-term passes, or the ones in orange, which are the 1-day passes, which are, by the way, profit guarantee. They must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. The ones in yellow are not, because they're already sold at a substantial discount, and you add the promo code to it. So there's some really good value there. Or again, if you just want to pick and choose, that's what the pick ticker is there for you, a la carte. So you make the call there over on Mindy's handicapper page. All right, Mindy, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Mindy. You completed another morning steam show today, ready for your day off on Friday, but the conversation continues in Discord. It's very active, their community there, as many of the morning steam, we've created a thread there for the morning steam on our Discord.
Yeah, so as you can tell on the site, I have quite a few plays there, so you can look through those just to see if there is a game, that interests you as well, to see how I land on that. And again, all of those a la carte plays are, always there, no matter if our packages have taken off, for the evening or not. But yeah, we had a really good day today for the Morning Steam show. I thought it was a lot of fun. We had our most live viewers. The Morning Steam, it's a community now, a family, a place where people with like minds, like all of us, don't get in trouble for looking at scores or checking out our phones. We can all kind of be in it together, and it's a nice way where you can all get together here on Discord. Again, it's pinned right at the top here of the chat room. Again, when we share other ideas there, perhaps player props or who we may think in this game or that game. Also get information from Ramon as he posts Steam plays as well. So I think it's a nice place where everyone can be in the know in order as a collaborative body that we could go ahead and hopefully beat Vegas every night. But yeah, go ahead and check me out also on Twitter. On Twitter today, I have a play here between St. Francis and Wagner, St. Francis of New York. The very first game here on the card, kicking off at 4 p.m. Central. So don't miss out on that. Go to Tony's Picks Mindy. Go ahead and hit the like, the share, the notifications, because you don't want to miss out on any of the free plays that we do, because we can only do so many on the Morning Steam regarding college basketball. So we feel like we're putting together a pretty good show, and I kind of feel like people like it. They keep coming back, Tony. I'm not sure why, but
they do. In record numbers, right? In record numbers, they keep coming by. That's right. That just yeah, there's more and more folks there on the show, and of course, a lot of them likes to extend the conversation over on our Discord, which we greatly appreciate everybody joining us here on the Discord. Of course, Ron had a question. We'll go ahead and give you the answer here. I was wondering if you don't profit, you get your money back in credits. Correct? Yeah. If the plays there in orange, it's profit guarantee. If they don't turn a profit, the amount you purchase is credited back into your account for site credits. That is profit guarantee. So that's how you have it exactly right. Yeah. So
if I give out a 5-pack, I have to at least win 3 of those in order for me to get paid, and you win and have a good time at Tony'sPicks.com.
That's right. That's right. And of course, it has to turn a profit. So if and Mindy doesn't do this, but if somebody happened to go 3-2 and there's like a minus 300 that lost, that remember it's not the profit. But again, the cappers aren't doing that, so we make sure that doesn't happen. Anyway, but guys, go ahead and check it out. Mindy there on her page, handicapper page, and get signed up. And of course, make sure you check out the Morning Steam from today. For those of you that are at work, check it out on our podcast. Tony's Picks is our podcast name as well on all your major platforms. The full show is up there, so on your drive home from work, take a listen. All right, Mindy, as always, great to have you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. We'll see ya.
See ya. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, notify and get notifications of our live shows. So you're live with us. You can chat with us in the chat room. Have questions for us live here on the show. We'll take those as well, and get the link to our Discord right now, which we're keeping a real secret from everyone except in our chat box. So that's another benefit of checking us out, is getting the Discord link. Let's continue on here on the show. It's now time to welcome in Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Catch him in the morning steam with Mindy as well. Ramon, how you doing?
Yeah, Tony, real happy with that record today. I mean, it's just a subtle little milestone, but to have 100 live viewers on the show, we were very proud of that. So Mindy hit it right on the head with our community. It caught me by surprise that we went to that number today, but I was happy nonetheless. I was stoked. That
is right. That is right. And of course, there was fantastic numbers there from our group today in the morning steam. Viewership is increasing here. We're starting to see a lot of viewership increasement here overall on all of our channels now, because again, we're full service sports. We're not just do football and then you don't hear from us like a lot of the other services. So I want to welcome all the new viewers to us. Who are, I don't want to put too much of a negative to it, but we're here for you with all the sports year round. NBA, college basketball, Major League Baseball. We'll give you deep dives in baseball, WNBA. So and when the football season comes, you stick with us. All right, you stick with us, because we're with you here 12 months a year. And I know a lot of these multi-capper sites pick up our viewership greatly here this time of the year, and I see it in the numbers because the other people they may have followed kind of just quit during when football's over. So we'll welcome everybody here to our site. All right, Ramon, we go to college basketball here tonight. ESPN Plus. We go to the WAC here. Southern Utah here hosting Utah Valley. Southern Utah 1.5, total 154.
Yeah, no disclaimer necessary for this game, Tony. This is a really good game. Not just, two teams that aren't maybe in the college basketball vernacular of all of the viewers, not just to our channel, but in general. But in the WAC, this is a big game tonight. One of the best games in the country matchup-wise between the Wolverines and the Thunderbirds. When I was a kid, we watched the LA T-Birds. This is the Southern Utah Thunderbirds. Utah Valley comes in though with the better record, 7-1 in the WAC. SUU 6-2. Both teams have lost to first place Seattle. Seattle sits atop the WAC at 7-0 currently. SUU's other loss was to Tarleton. So they are 2 games back right now. Well, a game and a half, I guess, back of Seattle, but they're 2 down in the loss column. So Utah Valley lost their game to Seattle 85-80. A pretty high-scoring game. It was their only loss so far since the start of December. Utah Valley has been one of the hottest teams in the country out in their conference, and their head coach is Mark Madsen, the dancing bear, if you will. He's been there for 4 years now, doing a pretty good job. He took over a program that was doing pretty well, and obviously the program promoted a little bit, and Madsen had to grow, had some growing pains too, and now they've become a pretty solid team in conference, certainly, with their 7-1 conference mark, 16-5 overall. For the Thunderbirds, they are 14-7 overall, and they have a veteran head coach as well. They lost their game to Seattle 81-60, but before that they put up 111 points against New Mexico State. They're one of the highest scoring teams in the nation, averaging 86 points per game. Even though they've played some weak teams as well, they are still stepping it up so far in conference. Over the last 10 games or so, they've been averaging over 80 points as well. They also allow 73 points per game. So I'm going to see this one probably going over the total tonight. Pretty big number here to get over 154, but I figure if Utah Valley played, top team in the conference for 165 points, yeah, the Thunderbirds only got 60 against first place Seattle, but this is certainly a little bit, looks like a step down from Seattle in Utah Valley. Maybe not much, but again, Seattle was able to beat Utah Valley. So Utah Valley averaging 77 points per game, allowing 67, but they've won 11 of 12 now against D1 competition since that hot start to December, and have kept it rolling. 4 games have gone over the total in this matchup for Utah Valley. Meanwhile, 9 games have gone over the total in this one for Southern Utah. So they've been in this territory before when you're talking about a total in the mid-50s. In fact, Southern Utah games average close to 160 points per game. Some of those have been when they've gotten into some high-scoring tilts with some teams that pumped that average up a little bit. But they've also scored decently against, some of the bigger conference teams. They scored 78 against Colorado, and they scored 76 against Kansas. So I do think this one can get over tonight. It's a big game in conference. I think they'll be freewheeling it a little bit. Southern Utah's won 4 straight meetings in this series. Like I said, Utah Valley, a little bit better of a team, but going on the road here, I think that'll lend to more at Southern Utah's preferred pace, and I have this one going over 154 points tonight.
All right, Ramon says go over in this one, over 154 here, Utah Valley and Southern Utah. You know, this WAC conference, not just New Mexico State anymore. We're starting to see teams rise here. Seattle, the Utah Valley, Southern Utah, and the team near me, Cal Baptist, one of the newer entrants in the league, showing some success.
Well, the big story really in the conference, Tony, is at the bottom of the standings. New Mexico State, a team that wins the conference basically every year, they're 0-8 in conference. So they're back to square one a little bit. Nobody really saw. Yes, I think everybody's expecting a little bit of a downtrend for the Aggies, but not this. Not 0-8 right now. So new blood, if you will, at the top of the charts there in the WAC. Seattle probably can hang on to this. Their program, has been just a gradual, steady improvement every year, and they're the one that has been in the challenge position against New Mexico State in the big games in the season, in the conference tournament. So to see them finally reach this point, they're a fun team certainly to watch. They're a little bit up tempo as well. So if you look at the adjusted offenses, so you do have this Southern Utah team. Not many compare to it, however, when it comes to scoring. Grand Canyon's in the conference. They also score pretty well. So not as much defense in this conference, certainly, when you look at some of these teams. But I think tonight, loser might be in trouble here when it comes to staying alive in conference. The other team that has a shot, they're tied with Southern Utah, is Stephen F. Austin. So they also have the 2 losses. So that's how the conference is shaping up, and this will be a big one. We're just not, picking out mid-majors, just any random beer. I, thought this one out. Pretty good game to preview here on the show. Maybe lost in the shuffle a little bit with tonight's big card, but certainly one of the top matchups in the country as far as conference importance and quality of play, and close too. It's a nearly a toss-up.
Yeah, I don't sleep in this Utah Valley. Road wins at BYU by 15. Road win at Oregon here by 5. Mark Madsen, I just hope he won't take that Stanford job if it opens up. That's a tough job right now with this transfer portal. But anyway, Ramon here, Utah Valley, Southern Utah, over 154. This one will have a start time here of 9 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony's picks right now as we put up the board here. Fantastic numbers over the last 7 days, 1,007 units of profit. We have a 24-hour clock, so this is moving fluidly here, showing great results here as well from Ramon here in college hoops this year. NBA, fantastic unit production as well. MMA, NHL as well for past 30 days, some fantastic performance. All right, Ramon, we have some NBA, we have a lot of college hoops, big NHL card. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Tonight, focusing in on a 3-pack in the NBA, and that's my featured attraction there. You see it, 3-pack for $30. Also an NHL 3-pack for $30. Finalizing the college card off of a rough night. Got to dot the I's, cross the T's, and make sure on this one. Interrupted a pretty good winning streak right now, so gonna make sure I get it right here in college basketball tonight. We'll have plays certainly still to come, but NBA 3-pack certainly doing the job right now in NBA. My NHL, you still look back to last year, up 3 dimes since we started the site. So still doing well in NHL. So a couple of 3-packs up there right now. Expect a little more in college basketball, some late breaking stuff with this big card tonight, including some of those top matchups on the board in college basketball. So we'll get it done tonight, Tony. NBA, college basketball, and NHL. I'll be involved in all 3 as we get ready for the big weekend. No UFC this week, so I'll be taking a week off there from some of the picks, but been rolling that number 2 as well of late, contributing to my recent surge to the top of the leaderboards. But got to do a little bit of repair on last night. No problem. We'll get that done. Lots to choose from on this college board. So a lot of it just is game selection. When you have that many games, got to get them right.
That's right, indeed. Get on board here, Ramon Scott, over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll flash the numbers again over the past 7 days, showing great profit here. 1,007 units of profit last 7 days, all document over at Tony'sPicks.com. Tonight on the board, tonight in NBA, 3-pack here for Ramon, as well as NHL Thursday night 3-pack up there. So get on board here with Ramon. Scott, right now with that, of course, remember that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. Of course, you may consider the long-term pass here for Ramon. He does have a 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. That 1-month pass, get all Ramon's premium plays for 30 days, all his NBA, college hoops, NHL, as well as the remainder of the NFL season. Championship, AFC, NFC, and Super Bowl. And of course, that you're covered there with that with that 1-month all sports pass. Of course, that'll take you near the end of conference season, and for some of the teams, I think we get into like February 25th. So that's getting deep into the college basketball season with that 1-month all sports pass. Remember, use that promo code at checkout, TonyT, to get that 20% savings. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and you will land right on Ramon's page and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon, we also put a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Ramon. Of course, the morning steam, you have a little day break tomorrow, of course, and then of course the Discord, which has been up and active. A lot of content up there, a lot of people going back and forth with picks and questions for the community up there. Kind of where the community can go in there and put in their plays. You keep everybody up to date with late line moves, injury information as well over on the Discord. And of course, we got you there on the Twitter as well.
Yeah, get my pick tonight on social media. On Twitter, it comes to you in college basketball. Between UC San Diego and Cal State Northridge, another free winner up for you right there. No details, no information, just a picks right there at Tony's Picks Ramon. You get a pick every day on that Twitter feed, cranked out each day. Tonight, UCSD and CSUN is your social media pick. And don't forget, got a couple of videos embedded into the Tony's Pick site as well. We've got my sponsor video, comes to you in the extra board game between Nicholls State and Corpus Christi. Check out that video right there. You see it there. With my eyes closed, I'm just picking it and pointing, basically, just which team. So take a look at that one between Nicholls State and Corpus Christi. We talked about it a little bit on the show. There was some steam that came in a couple hours later that was right in line with what I said was my prediction in the game. So take a look at that one. Also, the game between North Florida and Central Arkansas is my leaderboard pick tonight. Each day I cover the leaderboard, even if I wasn't on it last night like I had been for several days. Cover the leaderboard, talk about who's hot. There you see it over at Tony's Picks. I'll tell you
Ramon
who's
Scott.
out. Yep, there I am. And my pick to you in that game is going to come to you in the North Florida Central Arkansas game. So got a couple of plays for you out there. More free picks from the crew here at Tony's Picks. So you can get those picks. They're embedded in the site, also on the YouTube channel for the North Florida Central Arkansas game. Join us more in the Discord. I'll be in there tonight chatting away, giving out some information during the shows that are still to come and throughout the evening and tomorrow as well. We don't just ignore the site for a day. We just take a day off from the show, but I'll put in plenty of information there, preparing for a big Saturday as well of college basketball and our football weekend, of course, with the conference championship games. So also, Tony, don't forget, we got the morning steam, Saturdays through Thursdays, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 Central, 6 Pacific, and we had a record number of live viewers today. Very, very pleased with that. So I guess we'll keep on doing the show another week. Even though when we take that day off, we're going to start the week. Our week starts on Saturday, and really was shocked to see that today when I saw it come up there. 100 up in the corner. It stood out to me, and I had to stop the show. And like driving your car and you go over 77,777 miles, and for some reason you pull over and look at the odometer. But really happy about that, Tony. And thanks to all of our viewers for sticking with us. Really, I mean, just I'm amazed. I mean, I know it's only 100. I mean, Tony's got all these viewers, all these subscribers to the channel, and special 100 people have decided to hang out with us all at one time. That's very humbling. Thank you, Tony.
I think the official number I looked at it was 102. So you got to
Yep.
102. So that's where it was, guys. So check it out, Ramon. Of course, the Discord. I think Latifah put up her screenshot of what she wanted for lunch. I think Mindy had a challenge there. I think has to be paid off there if you check it out there. So looks like some nice, good-looking Chinese food. I believe it was there. I think it was just something. Was it the honey glazed
Wings, I think
wings,
it was,
right? There it was, and some
it was
rice.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, that would look pretty good as we hit the lunch hour. A reminder, guys, check out Ramon's leaderboard video here. Just click up on the top where it says Premium Picks. You'll get that free pick from Ramon every day here on the leaderboard video, as well as on the home page where you can also click and get over there to get Ramon's sleepy pick. It's his picks with his eyes closed. He's so good he can pick him. He can pick him with his eyes closed. There on the homepage of Tony'sPicks.com, you'll get also a sponsored video pick as well from Ramon over there at Tony'sPicks.com. So make sure it's Tony's Picks Ramon for the Twitter pick. So lots happening there on the channel, and don't forget to click the link here on the chat room to get signed into our Discord. It's absolutely free. I'll have a collective mind there with picks and betting information, late steam information, line movement, line reading, a lot going on there on the Tony's Picks Discord channel. All right, Ramon, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
See you then, Tony. Thanks a lot.
Got it. Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and of course you want to make sure you set those notifications. We'd like you guys to be live with us so you get the plays in real time, get the best numbers, and of course you get access to easy access to all of our videos, picks that we give up on our site. We cover the NBA in full. We cover college basketball, NHL, European football, and more. A lot of live shows here on our channel as well. So make sure you subscribe to our channel. We greatly appreciate that. All right, let's continue on here on a Game a Day Picks. It is now time for my play, so let me go ahead and get the information up here. And I kept this on live today. I apologize for yesterday's miscue. I was pushing the buttons too fast and mistakenly hit the stream button, which knocked me offline yesterday. And I created a second video for my segment. So I apologize for that miscue, but we'll go ahead and continue on here, and I'll stay away from the stream button. All right, here we go. We've got tonight Nets and Pistons. I talked about this one in the Discord yesterday, and tonight 7:30 Eastern Time. Yes, I'll be on the plus 8.5. I know the numbers are ugly, but I'm still one of those old school NBA handicappers that believe that there is such a thing as a bad spot, and sometimes you forget it. And I go back to a long time ago. Phil Jackson was interviewed. I think that's when McDonald was the sideline reporter. I think Chick Hearn was still with the team back there. Or it might have been someone. It might have been someone else then. I forgot who the guy was before Paul McDonald. But they had a big game, and the night before they got just pounded by some really bad team. And Phil Jackson, in his response to it was, well, sometimes the schedule puts losses on your column. sometimes the NBA schedule maker takes wins away from you, I think is how he said it. Not verbatim, but that kind of stuck in my mind throughout my handicapping career. Back when we see the little Phil Jackson. I used to love those Paul McDonald, Phil Jackson segments they used to have. They used to talk about food and favorite restaurants he'd go to in the South Bay where he lived with Jeannie. But then we would get to the serious conversations about, wow, how could you lose by 30 to some bad team? And of course, he just obviously was the spot, right? It's the bad spot, and this is where it is. Okay. Now, adding to the injury report here on the Nets, we knew that Durant and Sharp overnight were not going to play, and now we're looking at possibly Seth Curry here hitting the injury report as questionable. Royce O'Neal, he's one of the guys that came through with a game winner the other night from 3. That was that exciting game. Who did they beat that night? Oh man, trying to remember that game, but it was a big shot they had there as he hit the 3 to win it. But that's the questions there. Joseph Bagley, Stuart Livers are out. But again, when you kind of look at rest advantage, I mean, Detroit has 2 days of rest after that home embarrassment to Milwaukee. Remember, they played their second game in 6 days because they had that game in Paris, right, that past Thursday. The Nets are in a back-to-back after 5 straight on the road with 4 stops on the West Coast. It's just the spot. It's just again, throw out the numbers. Just go with the spot. It's the Pistons plus 8.5. The numbers are not going to bring you to this pick. You have to look at the NBA schedule to get there, and that's really how you do it in the NBA. It's a lot of it is the schedule maker taking wins away from you. All right, guys, be sure to check out that Tony'sPicks.com right now. I do have on the site right now. I got three plays up there for you right now. Right, I've got three. Actually, no, here we go. I've got 5 plays up there. I got 2 best bets, a best bet from the NBA, a best bet here from college basketball, as well as a 3-pack mixing sports in with NBA and 2 from college basketball. So get on board right now. 2 best bets on the board. Also, with the 3-pack, these are profit guarantee. Must turn a profit. The amount you purchase is credited back into your account for side credits. That is a profit guarantee. Long-term passes, 3, 7, or 30 sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that period of time when you go to my handicapper page and you make that purchase. All right, let's continue on here on the show. We will continue on here. Let's see here. I don't think the guy from Russia is really watching our show. So I don't. Well, we know what to do with these kind of things here. There you go. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through, guys. Let's go ahead. Let's get right here to the. Let's get right to the recap. All right. Now it's time to pull the recap up here. Today we had Mindy on Arizona State laying the 2.5 against Washington. Ramon was on Utah Valley, Southern Utah over 154. I'll be here on the Pistons plus 8.5 here against the Nets. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of Game Day Picks. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow live here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here from Tony's Picks, and then we'll give out the plays here for you in real time. And make sure you subscribe to our channel again for all the free picks that we put on our channel, all the live shows like the morning steam that returns on Saturday through Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. You want to be there. All right, let's take a look here quickly here in the chat. Want to give a shout out there to Latifa out there. Yes, I did disappear yesterday, Latifa. I disappeared. I was lost somewhere, but somehow it created a second video. So if we ever get knocked out, I ever do that mistake and hit the stream button by mistake, it will restream, but it will be a different URL. So you just got to refresh the YouTube page to see it. I guess we had some of them told me, a few guys in there told me that. I created another video for the segment. And then of course, let's see here. Let's see who else. Other folks in the chat. I want to give a shout out to the folks here tonight. I've got Evan over there as well. We got Latifa in there, Dave Z in there, as well as I think we had, who else did we have? Tara O'Reilly, Evan, a shout out there. Ian Quinn, a shout out there. TJ Harvey. We got CS Bill 99. I think at some point it's going to be like Ramon, where I used to start naming everybody, and at some point it won't be enough time to name everyone. We're almost getting to that point with this show. So guys, check it out there. Appreciate it. A shout out to everyone. Remember, the conversation continues over in our Discord. Lots of great conversation up there. So make sure you guys go ahead and click the link there and just verify the email, and then you'll be added to our Discord conversation, which is pretty much a sports betting conversation with a lot of sports betting topics, picks, questions, you name it. A lot of the folks you see in the chat room are in there. You'll see Latif in there, you'll see Ron in there, you'll see Butterscotch in there, you'll see Blake in there, and Alec in there, I think, is also part of it too as well. I know our Spill is in there as well. TJ Harvey, I see him in there. Big Ron is in there. There's a lot of great guys up there, guys, in our Discord. So make sure you join the community there, as the conversation will continue on the Discord. So we'll see some of you guys there in a little bit. All right, that's going to do it for our show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from today. Go ahead and wake up, guys. You guys have a great evening, afternoon. We'll talk with you again here tomorrow on Game Day Picks, and we'll also